Yesterday, or the day before, I think yesterday, right? Pam Bondi had her hearing thing. We're going to react to a few clips from there.
Is an email that was sent by the victim's lawyers to the DOJ, a list of names not to release. What did the DOJ do with this email? They released this email in the document production. Literally the worst thing you could do to the survivor.
Basically, right? They redacted all these files. They blacked out all these, all these documents to protect the victims, but they still managed to release some names. So protecting the victim wasn't the main goal here, right?
And you redacted the lawyer's name, but you left the survivor's name there. The next document I want to show you. That was in the title, the victims' survivors' names, all right? The title of this one is Child Sex Trafficking.
They are somehow, all the times, managed to redact the names of the perpetrators. All the time. Perfectly. They do that perfectly, but they can't censor the names of the victims.
They can't.
Incredible.
And what happens when you go to the portal at the DOJ to look at what's behind this redaction? Another redaction. So we can't even see that. And then there's some...
So they're telling these people to go and read the unredacted files, but they're still not redacted. Oh, great logic.
You asked me a question. Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
Damn!
There was one redaction.
Can you hear the tone change? That's the guilty tone.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
There was one redaction out
where
of
he's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years? Did you talk about Epstein?
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm glad you're asking about Merrick Garland.
Bro, this woman can't answer the question. She knows she's cooked. She's fucked.
You are in charge. You have the power to change things, to hold these men accountable, and you're doing the opposite. You're protecting them. So I want to move on to another man.
Can I answer that?
There's no reason to blame stuff that happened in the past when you had the same power. You had the power to do it. Right now, do it properly, but you still didn't. That's the thing. You are here to answer those questions.
I want to move on to another question.
Can I answer your question about protecting?
You answered the question.
You're saying no. I love this.
I want to discuss another
She's
man,
crashing
Donald
our
Trump,
back.
just all over the Epstein files. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous.
Of course, man.
Deflect.
Of course, bro. Look at her face. She knows she's cooked. She knows she doesn't know what to say, what to do. She has to swerve this question away, and she can't do it.
This is so ridiculous.
Fuck
and
off.
that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done.
This is not the question. That is not the question. This is not a position where accreditation and discreditations of what Trump is doing needs to be talked about, okay? Right now, you get a question about the Epstein files. Doesn't matter whether Trump built fucking schools or homeless shelters or whatnot. This is a hearing about the Epstein files. And he asked a question about that, and you need to answer that. You can't just change the topic.
Donald Trump has committed a crime. Everyone knows that.
He is a felon. What are you talking about?
And the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files.
I reclaim my time. I got your answer. You said there's no evidence.
Mr.
Chairman, please stop the clock.
President Trump asked for the files to be released, but if he was so transparent with that, if he was so transparent as you say with that, why are perpetrators and aggressors' names being blacked out? Why have they been censored? Fine, I get the victim should be redacted. And also, why aren't all the files released to the public? The 3 million files are the only one that have been released. There's 3 million also left.
A witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center, because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein files.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath.
Bro, you just did a crime.
Videotape. You said
Allegedly.
There's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you, here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop the limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have
I
been
don't know.
suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need to interview this witness immediately.
Yes.
Epstein should rot in hell, so should the men
Immediately.
who patronized his operation. And as we say here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims, and you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you.
Yes.
If you had
Time
any
of the
decency,
gentleman.
you would
Yes.
resign right after this
The
hearing.
time of
Yes.
the gentleman has
Tell her.
expired.
Tell her.
May I respond?
Yeah, I don't know how you respond. No one can.
I
Oh,
did not
can
ask a
respond,
question,
but
Mr.
He doesn't
You're
want
allowed
to talk
to.
about
I did
the
not ask a
horrific
question.
crime in California. He does not want to talk about
I did not ask a
crime
question.
in his
She
state.
can't
Madam
just
Attorney
ad-lib.
This is not about that. You're not asking questions from him.
I did not ask.
You're the one getting questioned. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bro, this is a prime example of not being able to say or do anything and playing the victim card. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable.